Morning, guys. I am trying something a little bit different today. I'm using this thing called Screencastify. Maybe if teachers are starting to use it in your other classes, or maybe teachers used it before. But essentially, what you're going to see is I'm going to give you the instructions for what I'd like you to accomplish today. And I thought this might be a little easier for everybody to kind of understand what's going on and what I expect of you for the day. Here's what. First off, just want to talk a little bit about the first assignment um, that I gave you guys on Monday. First block, first day of distance learning. I get it; it's all a little overwhelming. So I just wanted to kind of review really quickly what I wanted you to do. Some of you did it, great. Some of you have not, or at least it appears you haven't. Maybe you think you have, and I can't tell that you have. So, no big deal. Just check it out and make sure that you have actually accomplished the assignment. So, remember, there was a video, a lot of you did this one, where you looked at why somebody would go on a one-way trip to Mars, and then you just responded under that post. It's kind of like our journal prompt. That's what, if you haven't done, I'd like you to make sure you get that done. The bulk of the lesson was this Ed puzzle, which I have open here. And it has to, of course, do with a crash course. I always like to start out our units with crash courses, even if maybe you don't like the guy. He actually kind of talks a little slower in this one, so that's good. But basically, what you're going to do is you're going to watch it. It's going to pause along the way and ask you a question. I have it all up here. This is the first question. And then you're going to answer that question. And then you can move on only after you answer that question. If you missed it, you can always hit rewatch, and then you'll see it again. Once you answer the question correctly, I'll let John Green play. Once you answer the question correctly, then you can move on to the next one. I believe Jace and Brendan marked it as turned in, but I don't see any questions that were answered. So just double check, make sure you actually did it. And thank you, Andrew, for getting it done. So you'd click here, you'd hit submit, and then, yeah, got it right. And you can see then you can move on, right? And you hit continue. You can now move on to the next question. So just make sure you get that stuff done before the end of the week. I know, again, I'm being very flexible. I get it. It's all new to us, so no big deal. And if you are having trouble, please reach out to me, email me, message me on Google Classroom. Okay, so for today, what we're going to do is we're going to start with a journal prompt like we almost always do in class. And it's a very, very short reading. You can see it's not long at all, about why explorers decided to explore. Um, and if you watch the crash course from last class, you will know that there is a very good reason for that, and it's summed up in God, gold, and glory, right? So I don't want a three-word answer. I want you to really explain what each one means. A couple of sentences, 3 sentences would be great. So people explored because of God. Well, what does that mean? Were they seeking religious freedom? Were they looking for a new religion? Did they want to spread their religion? That kind of thing. Do that under the post, and you're good to go. And then finally, the meat of the lesson is going to be this vocabulary. It's going to, again, just sum up some of the big ideas. So you are expected to just watch the video. And it's in like a hip hop style. Might be cheesy, might be cool. Don't know. Let me know. You're going to read and respond. So you're going to see there's 7 very short readings with multiple choice questions. Read those. They get scored automatically, and I see whether or not you did them. And then there's a quiz that goes with the song itself as well as the readings. Take that as well. Okay. So you can see I'm running out of time, so I'm going to wrap things up here. Please make sure you stay in touch with me if you have any questions at all. I am happy to help. All right, good luck. Day 3 of distance learning.